Coaches, or buses, are much closer than many people think. For a long time, the Euro Truck Simulator 2 community has been wondering when passenger transport might finally arrive in the game. The release window for coaches appears to be getting very close, much closer than most players realize. Recently, I have been driving around the map quite a lot, just exploring different cities and highways. And during those drives, I started noticing several interesting changes connected to buses and coach transport. I noticed 5 different additions on the map, and today I would like to share those with you. Before we get into that, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow us on all our socials. You can find us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, and Discord. All the links are in the description. Now let's talk about why buses might be closer than we think. The first thing I noticed while driving around is something that I actually really like. Bus stations and bus terminals are now properly integrated into the map. In the past, if you drove near some bus stations, you probably noticed something strange. Many of them were blocked off, or they were placed in the map but not actually connected to the main road network. Sometimes there were barriers, sometimes closed gates, and sometimes the road simply did not allow access. But now, things are different. Many of these bus stations are fully connected to the main roads, and you can actually drive into them without any problems. The gates that used to block access are now open, and the roads leading into the terminals feel like normal parts of the map. This tells us something very important. It means the bus stations are no longer just decorative scenery. They are now designed to be accessible locations, and that strongly suggests they are preparing them for gameplay. When I noticed this while driving, I immediately thought to myself, this is good. This is exactly the kind of preparation you would expect before introducing buses into the game. The second thing that caught my attention was something even more interesting. Inside some of the bus stations, there are now diesel fuel stations, and the surprising part is that these fuel pumps are actually functional. You can drive up to them and refuel just like you would at a normal gas station. This is something I really like seeing because it makes the environment feel more realistic. In real life, large bus terminals often have their own refueling areas for buses that are running long routes. Drivers arrive at the station, drop off passengers, and sometimes refuel before continuing the journey. Seeing these working fuel stations inside the terminals makes me think that these locations are being prepared for bus operations in the future. It is a small detail, but small details often reveal bigger plans. Gaming doesn't have to cost a fortune. With instant gaming, you can grab your favorite game starting from just €5. They offer a massive library from big AAA titles to underrated indie gems. Whether you play on Steam, Xbox, or PlayStation, the process is fast, safe, and reliable. Once you get your key, it's yours forever. Use the link in my description for an extra discount, and don't miss the monthly giveaway. All the links are in the description. The third thing I started noticing while driving across the map is new signage related to bus stations. There are now multiple road signs pointing toward bus terminals. Some of them appear on highways and main roads, guiding traffic toward the station entrances. And once you enter the station area, you start seeing even more signs inside the terminals. Some of these signs clearly show bus symbols, while others indicate directions within the station. What I really like is that some of the stations even have destination signs, just like real bus terminals. This kind of signage helps create a believable environment. When you see all these details together, you start to feel that these stations are not just decorations anymore. They are slowly becoming functional transport hubs inside the game world. And honestly, I love seeing this level of detail because it makes the world feel more alive. The fourth addition I noticed is something that really helps the atmosphere. Inside some bus terminals, there are now AI people walking around or waiting inside the station. Some of them appear to be standing near platforms as if they are waiting for a bus. Others are grouped together, looking like they are chatting or simply spending time inside the terminal. This may sound like a small detail, but it actually makes a huge difference visually. It creates the feeling of a living bus station, not just an empty parking area. When you drive through these places and see people waiting, you can almost imagine passengers preparing to board a coach for a long journey. And personally, I really enjoy these little immersive details. They make the game world feel more believable and more alive. The fifth addition is something that looks very practical. Inside many bus terminals, there are now numbered terminal bays. These are clearly marked areas where buses would stop. The spaces are large enough for coaches to park easily, and the numbers make it clear that these locations are designed for organized passenger operations. When I saw this, I immediately imagined how it might work in gameplay. A driver could arrive at the station, park at a specific terminal number, allow passengers to board or exit, and then continue the journey. These numbered platforms look exactly like the pickup and drop-off points that would be used for passenger transport. So again, this feels like another strong sign that buses are being prepared for the game. Now, of course, when people hear all of this, the next question is always the same. When will buses actually release? To be honest, I cannot give an exact release date. But what I can say is this. When you start seeing map changes, station integration, functional fuel pumps, signage, AI people, and terminal numbers, it usually means the developers are preparing the world for a new gameplay feature. All these additions together are clear signs that coaches or buses are getting closer, much closer than many people think. And if you enjoy exploring the ETS2 world like I do, you will probably enjoy the moment when passenger transport finally arrives. Driving passengers across Europe could bring a completely new experience to the game. So those are the 5 things I noticed while driving around the map recently. Bus stations connected to the roads, fuel stations inside terminals, new signage for bus transport, AI passengers inside the stations, and numbered terminal platforms designed for buses. All of these together strongly suggest that coaches are on the way. I really like seeing these changes because they show that the world of ETS2 is still evolving. And I would love to hear what you think about this. Do you think buses are coming soon? And would you enjoy driving coaches across Europe? If you enjoyed this video, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, and Discord.